Why, hello there. I'm overdue for some calories. And I've got these gummies, so let's review them. We're going to evaluate Trolli Evil Twins. So let's begin with the packaging notes as per usual. Really, I don't like this too much. The large text is disruptive to me. I would prefer something a little bit more subtle maybe, and I especially don't like this advertisement at the top. Really, it's taking top billing. I don't really approve of that. It's a free mobile game, so just another marketing scheme. I really doubt that these twins are going to become the next big marketing thing. So for all of their efforts, they're just going to drive very little traffic to their mobile app game, which is filled with ads. It's probably not very fun or well developed, but they're giving it premium space here on their packaging. I would much prefer them to maybe have some fun games on their website, maybe frivolous little games, instead of trying this marketing strategy, which is just poorly orchestrated and bad. So I'm really curious though about how this is going to taste, because I often do like sour candies. I don't really eat them with regularity, but we've got these combos here, sweet and sour, so they're bound together. The sweet one looks kind of nerdy or like a hipsterish, and then his brother or friend, quite ferocious. On the back, we see more ads for this terrible mobile game, and some mention of their other products. Now, so far I've reviewed only Sour Bright Crawlers. I think it was probably kind of a negative review, and I've tasted and eaten on a long road trip back from the beach some Sour Bright Octopi, and they were also low quality. So I know that I have in the past eaten these before, and I can't really remember my sentiments, but let's just evaluate them together one more time. Actually, I think these are probably the only gummies in the house right at the present moment. That's kind of rare, especially given all these reviews I've been doing. So they could have done a good job with the packaging, even if they had stuck with this poorly designed characters. Maybe they could have invested in a little bit more attention to the graphic design of these guys and given them a little bit more prominence on the cover. Anyway, also it says on the back three feisty flavor combinations. Now, using the word feisty in your product is always a good idea, because you're evoking some fun sentiments in people. You're giving them a word that's not often used in the common parlays. And it would have just been a much better marketing strategy to make the title a little smaller and to say, feisty in this, you're going to really enjoy what's going on. So that's enough packaging notes. Really, I've gone on too long on those. But we're going to have some angelic orange and mischievous lime. A great phrase, should have been proudly displayed. We're also going to have some sweet strawberry and rowdy blue raspberry. And charming cherry and wicked lemon. Alright, let's go. Enough build up. Let me get my nostrils ready. Oh, not too bad. I'm getting some sparkling top notes and a real bed of okay quality smelling gummy aroma. Citrusy. and fresh, quite good. Although I am, as I mentioned, overdue for some calorie intake. So let's see here. Let's begin, as per the manufacturer's instructions, with angelic orange and mischievous lime. Smells good. Anything that smells like sharks from the 80s is good. Alright, let's go. Okay. The quality of the pressings, of the dyes, of the molds themselves seems to be middling quality, just about average. I mean, I can't really fault them too much because most gummy candy treats don't have a really well developed molds. There are exceptions, but at least I can kind of tell where they're going, and they've invested heavily in these brothers or buddies, the Sweet and Sour twins, who probably are the ones featured on the mobile app game, because that same graphic design element is here in place on these two guys, the hipster and the crazy zany brother. Color-wise, on this particular candy, looks like they're sticking with having one be clear and one be solid. And in the middle, just this ugly smear of like where the colors interact or join together. So I suppose there's a lot of candy to get through. We've got 3 flavors. Actually, that equals out to 6 flavors, and I'm supposed to enjoy them in tandem. So I'm going to have one tiny nibble of both sides and give some very brief notes, and then I'm going to devour the rest of each treat. So actually, I must say I do like this fluorescent green, light green. And so the color's okay. Really the most disturbing part is this segment where they're blended, but I guess conjoined twins is never really pretty to look at, I suppose. So I'm going to eat them from their feet because it looks like that's where I'm going to find the most space for my chops. Mischievous lime to begin. Just a light lime flavor, but it tastes kind of natural. It kind of does taste like fresh lime juice a little bit. Angelic orange. Rindy, which is always good. I like when they do press forward into rindiness. Let's go. Oh, I should have mentioned not sour though. Not sour at all. Really, I can't fault it too much. It's pretty good. It's just got kind of an indeterminate baseline flavor that's not really too exciting, or steeped in any sort of like real direct flavor profile. But I did notice a little bit of what they're calling sourness, and that was a little bit of a zing toward the very end. And the flavor combo wasn't too bad. Actually, I had a vision of a drink I used to drink and enjoy. One of those beers that they often serve with wedges of orange. I drank it a lot. There was a period of time when I lived near a bar, and after work I either caught the bus or walked home. It was kind of a long walk, so I had here it is. This is an amazing flash we're experiencing together. Gummi is a sushi bar, a conveyor belt sushi bar in Hartford, Connecticut, where I used to live. and I worked nearby, and I would always go there after work and drink beer. They gave me an orange wedge with, they didn't have a very big range of stuff on the tap, but I got an orange wedge with one of those beers, and I drank it like every single day for months. I would often even get a lime wedge too if I could, and I like that combination of orange and lime mixed in with whatever beer it was. I really should have a memory of this, but I've drowned that memory, obviously. So it's one of the contemporary ones that's often served with an orange wedge. It'll come to me after the video. But anyway, I did get a little bit of a flash of that because the flavors do have a semblance of naturalness, and it wasn't really too bad. So I enjoyed it after a fashion, kind of, especially the memory that it evoked. And that was a real shock because I'm wearing the shirt, and really my experience of drinking, well, I would drink Sapporo. Since it was a sushi bar, they had only a really limited range. They had one domestic, and then they had Sapporo, and it was only like $4 or $5 for the glass. I would often have a number of those. Sweet strawberry and rowdy blue raspberry. Alright, beautiful color combo. I love these colors. This is not really red. It's a little off. You can even tell. It does seem as if you can tell this time on the camera. It's like it's an off red. It's not it's closer to the orange part of the spectrum than the bright red. And this crossover, this segment where the twins are conjoined, they probably should have invested a little bit more effort into making this a cleaner line. I mean, I do see where they're going, but the beauty of the candy suffers a little bit because I've noticed that it's different. That crossover creates a little bit of a different smear in between each brother or character. Each candy, it's different, but it's never that attractive. Alright, let's have a little taste here. First, we're going to have a little sample of the sweet strawberry feet. Are they sweet feet? You know, not too bad. Really, 3 for 3 on a Trolli candy? I must have got a bad batch. Nah. Well, anyway, it does have a little bit of a jam flavor. Always a plus. I mean, I'm really actually getting the minor hint of kind of what you would find in a jam jar. Very supple, quite a soft blue raspberry foot. Well, it's lacking that popsicle blue raspberry taste that I generally don't like. Not unpleasant, but zero connection to what raspberry really tastes like. Let's go. Not very rowdy. Actually, the lime wasn't that mischievous, and the orange wasn't that angelic. Once again, that sourness is creeping in. Making for a little bit of tantalization. My palate I can't say that my palate's getting a real zany clash between what they're calling their sour flavor and the sweetness. It just it's just okay. So Charming Cherry and Wicked Lemon. Let's go. Okay, Charming Cherry. Lacking any tartness. I would have expected a touch of tartness. given what's happened so far. Just a really poor kind of that conventional, overly sweet candy, cherry, artificial flavor. Not really a good one. It's been done much better. And lemon. Not particularly rindy, but they got it right. I've really been shocked at the range of lemon flavors in the treats I've been reviewing, because sometimes it's just fine. Like, to me, it can't be rocket science to get a good lemon flavor in your candy, but some people mess it up somehow, and luckily this company, this particular treat, the lemon flavor is A-okay. Let's go. Far more successful than sweet strawberry and rowdy blue raspberry. I know I'm slanted against blue raspberry candies, but that was the worst combo of the three, and I'm thinking that cherry lemon is probably the best for most palates. Just that tartness edging together with the, well, covering up really the poorer aspects of the artificial cherry flavor, making for what was kind of a passable flavor experience. So actually not at all too bad. I came into this remembering vaguely that it was okay, but still a little bit hesitant because of my poor experience with 2 out of the 4 candies being featured here. So packaging gets a big thumbs down, but the contents are the important thing, and this does happen to be pretty good. So I'm going to do my handful of treats now. Just gather up some random ones. Oh, well, I found a blue on his own. He's been freed. He's liberated from his buddy. And there is absolutely no indication that he's ever been bound to another treat. So I wonder how things are going down in the factory, in the Trolli plant. Weird, huh? So he's going to be devoured along with these 2 candies. So the colors, once again, pretty good. It seems that the non-transparent candies are a little more mushed, a little bit more hard to decipher overall. So let's go. The textures did seem to be a little different. Like the sours were more soft. Actually, what I'm getting is kind of a good texture, kind of a good flavor. I mean, there are flashes here and there of evidence of like some of those mid-grade problems, but really this one's doing it for me. So I like it. Hope it stays on the market. I hope they decide quickly to redo their packaging. And get rid of these blatant advertisements for what are certain to be terrible apps. But it gets a nod of approval for me. Give them a go if you're a Gummi fan.